So guys, yeah, I had to make the video into two parts because the first video was 32 minutes long, and I was like, it's just too. It uploaded to YouTube really quick, but uh, for some reason I could upload it to YouTube in 15 minutes, but it takes YouTube 9 hours from it to go from 380p to 4K 30 frames a second. I don't know what that whole deal is, how a multi $1 million company can't convert the videos correctly. I don't get that, but whatever. So yeah, that was a long video. That's if you're into getting a new arcade. I couldn't even cover everything. There's things like I wanted to cover like the pinball buttons that cover it. This thing comes with everything. So I figured I'd show you one last thing. I'm not going to show you the racing wheel, and I mean everyone's seen the G29, right? G29 wheel, and you see the stick shift and the pedals. I just have it slid under my my pinball machine when I'm not using it. I mean, and then I pull it out for when I want to play racing games. What I wanted to show you was cool about the Rec Room Masters and the Arcade One build. And also, in the other video, I told you about why would you buy for $20, 10 or 20 USB 3.0 15-foot extension cables? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you need that, right? Well, this one I'll show you. So like, I pretty much hate every other arcade company out there, especially the ones online. Arcade One Up, oh man, they're scumbags. I really wish none of you would buy any Arcade One Up things. I have one little thing here. This was bought for me, and just to let Arcade One Up know, I'm actively just using it as a ROM machine, which I don't even use anymore because I just play my ROG Ally all the time. There's no need even to use that anymore. But I don't play the actual game because it's garbage. Don't spend your money on Arcade One Up. And anyone pushing Arcade One Up has ulterior motives. I'm telling you right now, it's garbage. And that sentimental feeling that you want of having like an arcade in your house is going to go away. I guarantee you. In a couple of months, it's going to be cool for a while, and you're going to feel like, oh, this is great, and then you're going to not like it. I'm going to tell you right now. I remember when I bought my BMW X5, twin turbo, 22-inch rims. I mean, it did 138 miles an hour. Like, it was a sick truck. After 6 months, you lose like it's not as important to you. A helpful someone very wise once told me, if you can have a choice between, like, say it's your birthday and you want a car or something, which I know sounds ridiculous to some people, but I really want an Audi R8 convertible. Just sending it out there to anyone who knows me and wants to get it for me. But anyway, getting your car will give you happiness for about 5-6 months, maybe a year. A brand new car like that, it's gonna give you that like happiness, but you'll get more joy out of inviting all your friends over or going on a vacation with your family for a week. That'll last so much longer than if you bought a car. So like, filling up your house with a bunch of arcades is gonna run out. I guarantee you. Especially $700, $800 cheap pieces of shit. Arcade One Up arcades. You're really gonna. I bet you none of those guys that spit on their videos, they're either working for them or they're just fucking shysters that are just punks to try and take people's money. Because they're garbage. They're all garbage. Anyone that knows anything about computers or technology, and I challenge anyone. You want to challenge me on technology, I guarantee you're going to have a problem. Unless you're schooled. Maybe you have an engineering degree. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, this is absolutely the best made, American made arcade you could buy. And it's only for, I mean, I have everything. I have 2 Sindens. I got the actual Pixelcade costs more than the whole arcade, just to be honest with you. It's like, or just about even, just to be honest with you. So like, you don't have to get the Pixelcade, but it does add to it. I mean, so instead of buying an arcade one-up piece of shit for $800, spend $300 more and you get an awesome Pixelcade for your arcade, right? But what I wanted to show you, so I do follow other, arcade builders. Rec Room Solutions is the best. I don't care what anyone says. In Australia, they make there's one company, they make the best pinball machines. I'm sorry. There's no one in America that makes the pinball machines like they do. They don't. Not in the mass scale. There's independent builders who make, who actually put like their sweat and tears into work, away from the family and stuff. But like to mass produce and the quality inside for being mass produced, as far as the wiring and the just everything. The one company I'm talking about that you all probably know, because now they're building Megacade and stuff, and they actually teamed up with another guy. I don't like giving out names for guys who do builds and stuff because I don't know if they want it, but he has a launch box build, big box build. I have that also. I actually have that just hooked up to my brand new. I built a brand new PC. You can see it. I don't want to show you the whole thing, but I don't know if you can see it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But it has the new Ryzen 7950 X3D chip in it. It's insane. It's just insane with a RTX 4090. It's insane. But anyway, so I have his build, his big box launch box build, just hooked up to my my gaming computer, and I play it on my TV with my tank stick. But I wanted to show you guys, and this isn't disrespect because I'm fans of the American Megacades, like D. Thomas and Scantron, like those 2 guys, those 2 YouTubers, shout out to them. I think if I ever hung out with Scantron, I think he lives out west. I'm almost positive we probably would end up in jail. Because we probably get drunk. I'd probably end up with more tattoos than I already have. Like, I watch his videos, I'm like, oh my God, this dude is like some of my friends. And it's always the friends that, like, we just, after like a couple hours, we start getting bored and drunk, and then we're like, well, let's go out. It's the best idea ever, right? I could be totally wrong. So Scantron, if that's not you. But I've watched enough of your videos to know that if someone came over, as long as the family was maybe away, or you didn't have to take care of, that type of business. You have free time. I think we'd probably get in a lot of trouble. It just, it would just be 2 personalities that are too similar. I think that would just cause havoc wherever you live. We might get away with it over here for a while, just because I have some connections. But I don't know where you live. I definitely get arrested. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys. So you guys are the Megacades, D. Thomas, and everybody. This isn't disrespecting you guys. I like you guys. I follow you guys. But this is just it's just for play. All right. So you guys got the Megacades, those big, I don't know, what is it, 50 or 60-inch fucking TVs. Now for me, so let me just switch this around. For me. So right here, playing up. Let me just start this. And I just messed it up. I don't want still gonna. Of course, I hit the random thing. Come on, aliens. So like when I'm up here, this 32-inch screen, right? So, it's like perfect. Like when you're playing any kind of like arcade games, you know what I mean? Like it's not too much on you. Like when you're playing on those gigantic those gigantic, like, 50-inch screens, 60-inch screens. Like, I just feel like, you see how quick that loads? That's because every game that's in my arcade are running off M.2 drives. So, like, there's no reason. And you can say, look, I have, well, you missed it. HDR is on and stuff, right? So, so that's why, like, I don't know how you guys sit so close up to the 50-inch or 60-inch TV, whatever you guys got in a Megacade. But it's like, it's too uncomfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, oh, I gotta hit start. Sorry about that. So, here's my challenge to you guys, all right? Challenge to the Megacade guys, right? D. Thomas, Scantron, you got those big-ass 50-inch, 60-inch TVs, right? You know, so, you know, Rec Room Masters, Arcade One, we only got, you know, we got these little 32-inch TVs, right? But does your Megacade come with 83-inch LG C2 OLED that at the same time you could play and my dog's gonna bark and everything works perfectly, as you can see. They say it doesn't work, right? It works. Look at this. Same thing. It's not even calibrated for it. Shut it. Quiet. They don't like the trigger pulls. So that was just, I just wanted to show you guys. So for all you Megacade guys out there, no disrespect, but all you needed was HDMI cord to run underneath your carpet or whatever, and then 4K 120 hertz OLED with Dolby Vision, because the LG C2 create it, even on regular TV, it creates like fake HDR, and everyone's like, oh, fake HDR, that probably looks terrible, right? And I have the sound down, but I had it muted. But I mean, I have, you could say I have all the speakers and all the, you know, I just don't, with aliens, I don't know, that YouTube is messed up, like, you know how they are with everything. Another thing, same thing with the Xbox controller. I mean, you could just turn around, you could sit on the couch, play with the Xbox controller. But one of the most awesome things, and you don't even have to set it up. I'm not gonna do it now because I'm not gonna, you know, like a messy closet. This is where I just throw all my regular shit. So you can see I got a tank stick, right? I got my hacked Neo Geo stick, but the tank, see that tank stick, right? Everyone knows that, the dual one with the, you know, get out of there, dogs, right? So get the Arcade 1-up builds, right? You literally can just plug that tank stick right into one of your USB ports and sit right here on your couch or whatever gaming room kind of couch you got, like I do. All right, and the tank stick literally just works with the games. So two people could be playing here, two people could play on the tank stick at the same time. You could have two people standing out, because this is an ottoman. You can see it just moves. This is just because when I watch movies and stuff, I lay down. So that's why the 15-inch USB extension cables work with Sindens. That's why I try and tell you in part 1 of this video. I tell you which ones to get, and you see I have an 8K switcher. You have to get an 8K one because if you want 4K 120, that's what you need. You need 8K 60. So if you're gonna get a HDMI switcher, it might get blurry here because I just zoomed in and messed like everything up. I apologize. But if you're gonna get a switcher off of Amazon or anything, right? Yeah, get an 8. First of all, get an 8K one, okay? Because you want 4. You don't care about 8K. That's just ridiculous. But you want 4K 120. So an 8K switcher will handle that for you. So I have my PC hooked up to it, my Xbox Series X, if you can see it back there. My Fire Stick. Like, I have a ton of things. This TV has actually a lot. You can see. That's why everyone gets LG C2s. It's the best, and it's an OLED. So you're not going to beat the refresh rates and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's 4K, 120 hertz in every HDMI port. But even 4 HDMI ports isn't enough. And you got, your 4K DVD player. You got your cable. You got the sound bar is running in the HDMI ARC. I got my computer hooked up to it, the Xbox. So the switcher, I'm allowed, I can switch the arcade, pinball, anything onto the TV, as you can see. And now, this is a 1080p build. But look how it looks. I mean, it looks good on my phone, but it creates Dolby Vision HDR. Windows is terrible. Like, we all know how Windows looks with HDR on. And you can see how amazing it looks because it's an OLED. This isn't an OLED, but as you can see, it's not as it's not as vibrant, but it's still good. It's an expensive monitor, but it's also an LG too. But I mean, you can just the blue. Look at this. See how this is like grayish looking, looking right there, and then you look at the TV. And I mean, it's bright in here. Lights coming through. Look, and this is like real blue and actual blacks. And this is an older game, and you can see it's not getting crushed. Look at the blacks, like they're perfect. They're not all pixelized and stuff.